Welcome back everybody, I'm your favorite German potato, and actually a very happy German potato, since we got new toys to play with in Forza Horizon 6. This lovely Italian passion car pack just arrived with 4 new to Forza and amazing cars. And the good news is, every single one of these cars is amazing, every single one of these is competitive. And I already hear some of you screaming, "Pay to win!" So let's check that together by using every single one of these cars in its best possible shape. At the same time, I'm also going to show you an open setup for each of these cars at the end of the video by the best tuners in the game. So certainly stick around till the end. Are you ready for this crazy beast here? Let's go. We finally have a good modern Alfa Romeo in Forza Horizon, guys. That's the news. That's the first important news. And it's a very, very good A-Class car. A very competitive A-Class car. And listen, guys. It doesn't feature a V10 swap with centrifugal supercharger. No! It's only the V8 with a centrifugal supercharger. Yay! So there is a difference. There is a difference this time. And you see that the guy in the lead right now is also rocking this Alfa Romeo. So can we catch him? This is not a pure meta car, so it's not as good as the Ford GT or some other cars in this class. You know, the Honda Beat, for example. We talked about this before. No. But this is on the, let's say, off-meta side of things. Means it could be like in the top 15 maybe. Maybe in the top 10, I don't know. Oh, he's making that mistake. So it's a very, very cool, viable car in A-Class, which is very cool to drive in my opinion. It's pretty easy to drive actually. I wouldn't say it's glued, but in case you have some control over your cars, this is actually pretty easy to drive. And 50% are over. Can we get ACN Flowrider? Oh god, no, what am I doing? Oh. Oh my god. That was commentating and driving at the same time in a nutshell. Can we get him? So that was some skill issue you saw from my favorite German potato. And of course, this A-Class car needs to be tuned by K1Z Bart, right? One of the best tuners in the game. And I like this car a lot. Oh my god, alongside all of these heritage, vintage Alfa Romeos, you know, the TZ2 Giulia or the 33 Stradale, we finally have a modern car, which is great. And I really like how it's driving, you know. It's like driving those touring cars, for example, you know. I think that's like the best way to describe this car. And I really, really love this. And certainly let me know what you think about the Alfa Romeo Giulia in the comment section. Race number 1, win number 1. It's dark, it's foggy, but now it's about the Ferrari F80. Also one of these new cars, which is amazing in S2 class. It's a strong all-round contender here. And we even brought our OP Johnson Racing community with Blots and Killer Spectre. So if you want to be part of our lovely community, check the Discord link in the description of the video, guys. And then you might be able to be part of these recording sessions or of my streams. We are hunting these people now. They race 787Bs, they race CCGTs and other great cars in S2 class, but ours is great as well. And there we got the 787B in the lead already. And okay, this Porsche hit us slightly and then I was afraid, but he got ghosted, which is good. So can we fight the 787B? I can tell you that the F80 is probably some kind of top 5 car in S2 class at this point, which is great. It's not super meta like other cars, but certainly a cool contender. And you know, you don't need to feel bad when you take this car, featuring great downforce and, let's say, decent speeds. Probably a bit quicker than the 787B or the Furai, which are like the go-to handling all-round cars here. But other than that, it's certainly amazing. Even with the fog, I can see everything, as you can see. But nobody behind us anymore. It's between me versus the 787B. And this is grippy with the tune by K1Z Bart. We feature Forza Aero right now, but still this active aero is able to showcase its capabilities here. Oh my god, no! No! This curb, certainly annoying. Skill issue here, once again in this video. No way. But what I wanted to say before is, we're installing a very, very small lip to this active aero, which still works then, so well done Playground, that we don't just have to put like a stock Forza rear wing on the car. That's lovely. Okay, but now I have to lock in. And you certainly hear that we're rocking a V12 engine, means this is engine swap, guys. This isn't the stock engine of this car, unfortunately, but we have to do it to make it competitive. And at the same time, we brought this down from R class to S2 class to make it work. Unfortunately, it's not that good in R class. 787B. Come on, my line is much better now. I'm embracing the OP line, and here we go. Last lap, and it's on versus this, yeah, very cool 787B driver who's got the inside, and whoa, we got him, but he was very, very kind on the inside there. We saw that. And he's not part of my community yet, but he should be. He's a very clean, nice racer. That's what I love to see. Awesome. And how crazy is this fog on the electric town circuit all the time, guys? Oh my god. Just a bit too much in my opinion. So we're winning against the 787B against Xillion in our top 5 S2 class car. But it also works in another class. More about this in the next race. Okay, for S1 class, we now have this F80 in, let's say, in a multidisciplinary way. And you know what that means? That means that we have a tune featuring off-road tires. With the same tune, you can basically drive on roads and off-road. Yep, just Forza Horizon 6. Things for you here in a nutshell. But that also means it's slightly sketchy to drive, but still pretty quick in S1 class if you get the hang of it. So it's slightly floaty, like I don't really like how this is driving, but it's okay. So if you want to have this car, I don't know, for, I don't know, the open world purpose, so that it should work on every single surface, this is something you could do actually. And this is nothing OP, so this is no OP off-road tires car or something like that, but you see, it's working okay. We are racing against very, very good all-round cars in front of us right now, you know, the 620R twice, I think, and also Blotz in the Aventador SVJ, so these cars are certainly better than the Ferrari, but we also see that we can hold ourselves against them, and that was, oh my god. I you know, touched him a bit, but he completely missed his braking point there. That was good, that was good. But, oh, Blotz in the Aventador, so maybe it's on. Oh no, why do I get braked there? For such a small, oh my god, touch, and Blotz, yes, we overtook Blotz. And now we're in second in the F80. Blotz won't be able to overtake us. Let's head straight to the next car, which probably is the highlight of this DLC pack. The most insane car from this car pack, the Alfa Romeo SE. And what's going on today with all of those foggy tracks? The Irukawa circuit. Forza certainly embraces bad weather, it seems. And guys, this car is, you know, insane, as I said. This is glued to the tarmac, but how good is it actually? Let's talk about it, since you certainly need this. You know, if you thought, okay, you know, for this Ferrari F80 or the Giulia, I don't need this pack. Okay, I get you guys. But simply for this Alfa Romeo, you know, you need to get this car pack. You see how glued it is. It's a handling all-round beast for S2 class, and it's actually probably the new meta for S2 when it comes to these purposes. I mean, it's certainly missing top speed, so you are going to lose on all of those longer sprints and, you know, speed tracks. You won't stand a chance. But for everything else, for handling all-round purposes, this car is the new meta, being very, very close to the 787B and the Ferrari. So it might also depend on the track sometimes, but this is, you know, in the top 3 for S2 class easily. Just like the Essenza, driven by Blotz, our community member. But simultaneously, this Essenza should be better on sprints, you know, showcasing some speed. Oh my god. My suspension didn't like this curb, but we should be able to overtake him on the outside now with our crazy downforce. So I think the top speed in S2 class for this car should be something like 320 kilometers per hour. Not too crazy, but it also worked for the 787B and the Ferrari. So yeah, certainly get the car pack just for this car. And it also works in R class, which is our next race. Welcome to R class, as promised. We're still in the Alpha, and Blotz got a Sesto, one of the coolest cars here in R class, that's for sure. We got a Lotus Exige World Time Attack Edition and other Alfa Romeos, so this is pretty insane right now, what we have in terms of the pack here. And you already see that the Alpha is certainly missing some speed in R class. So it's easy to drive, you know, just as in S2 class, probably even easier. It's also slightly more powerful, but not enough to be like the best car in R class. So you can probably put this like in the top 10 as well in R class, you know, maybe top 15, something like this. For handling all around, even better, I guess. But it's not as meta as it is in S2 class. And we made contact with Blotz there. Oh my god, was it more on his screen? I don't know. So let's see if the Sesto is actually getting back. But still, this is an amazing car, and I already see many people using this car all the time now in these lobbies. And Blots got back. No, guys, no, this is going to be intense. Also tuned by a lovely world record tuner in this game, obviously. But let's see if we can handle the Blots pleasure. Let's see if we can handle the Blots pleasure or his pressure, you know. Sometimes it's the same, right? Okay, here we go. This is full throttle, and no, Blots can't handle the snow pressure there, it seems. So we are actually easily winning this race as well. So yep, it's also working in our class. Next up, the new Ferrari 275 GTB4, a vintage car here. And of course, we probably can't call this new. You might remember this lobby. You might recognize this lobby from the first race in the Giulia. And Flowrider is still rocking the Giulia in front of me. And our Ferrari is a purist in this case. Means rear drive, you know, no engine swap, no Forza Aero, the pure car. And I'm happy. I'm glad that we finally have another cool purist in A-class, which is viable. Oh my god. I certainly shifted down too early, but this comes with the purist sometimes. You have to be on the lookout for stuff like that. But still, I think this isn't too hard to drive. It's just a bit slidey, as slidey as every single other purist. And it could also be the case that I'm just not, you know, trained enough right now with using ABS and those purists at the same time. So, you know, don't be afraid of that. And in the lead, we got our Giulia friend now with the Honda Beat. No, the Honda Beat again. Okay, Giulia, please win that, Flowrider. You know, we are in your team, mate. Please win that. Or at least fight. Fight so much that I'm getting closer. As you see, our mid-speed acceleration isn't too bad. And we get closer to the Honda Beat. Wow, that's great. Oh my god. The car is weird on its brakes right now. Tuned by Silva, so Silva likes his cars active, that's for sure. But, you know that the car is decent when we're able to hunt a Honda Beat. Can we get in front of him until the end of this race? Okay, I was too cautious on my brakes right now, since we certainly don't have the downforce that the other two cars have. So there you definitely see the difference between a purist build and all of these other meta builds right now. Like the Giulia, which is not super meta, and the Honda Beat, obviously. So is the Honda Beat beating the Giulia in front of us? Oh, he's diving him! Oh my god, did you see that? Okay, I was just looking at them right now. I was just looking at them and made my mistake. Oh my god. He just annihilated him completely, and then he even says, look out. Typical Honda Beat driver. So after finishing with the races, we can certainly see that this is an amazing DLC pack. Certainly one of my favorites, I think, ever in Forza Horizon. So great job, PGG. I really enjoy every single car. And this update also came with a few other nice touches. So yep, well done on that. But we're certainly not done yet, since I promised you a tune for each of these cars, which will follow now. I won't comment these, so feel free to copy them, feel free to change them to your personal needs. And of course, you can find all of those share codes that I was using in our huge setup spreadsheet in the description of the video. I'm your favorite German potato. Thanks to all tuners providing the tunes in the following. And we'll see you next time, guys. Certainly let me know what you think about this DLC pack. Cheers.